Right now I'm just lowering the lowering the Civic a little bit, and then since I got the wheels off, I'm gonna wet sand and buff the wheels, and then yeah, we'll see how it comes out. We'll see how low we get this thing. Okay, so I got the car as low as I could get it right now. These coilovers are maxed out. I'll probably have to get the drop forks if I want to make it any more lower. In the front, the back is pretty low. Can't wait to see what it looks like on the ground. Since I had the wheels off, I've been wanting to wet sand and buff them, so that's what we did. So that's all wet sanded, and he's wiping off the buffing cream right now. So yeah, it's just coming out real glossy, you guys. Damn. Yeah, so we'll pick back up on that. We're just gonna keep buffing these out, and we'll slap them on the car, lower it back down, and see where we're at. All right, guys, from that last clip, we drove the car around and it feels great. The alignment feels amazing. The back really squatted down. The front needed to be squatted down more, but unfortunately I got to get some drop forks for that, and they're kind of expensive, so it's gonna take me a little bit to get those. But having the car so low, I realized that the exhaust was hitting, because I was hearing a scraping sound when we were driving around. And the exhaust, let me see if I can get the flash on here. All right, so the exhaust was scraping right here. So took off the little telescoping test pipe I got on there, and you can see the angle of the exhaust here. It's way off. So what I'm going to attempt to do today, I'm going to attempt to heat up the headers here and jack up the exhaust until it's the same height as the exhaust over here, and then I'll need to bend it out so it can line up, you know, decent enough that I can get this telescoping pipe back on here, and then I can see where I need to cut this shorter, because obviously I need to cut it shorter. It's going to be too long, and then I can weld that up after I get everything cleaned up and marked in place. I'll tack it, pull it down, weld it up, and we should be good to go with the exhaust, because before it wasn't very low, so the exhaust wouldn't hit at all, so I didn't really see it as a problem. But now that I went a little bit lower, the exhaust is definitely scraping. So I want to try to fix it. If I can't, I'll probably have to change the headers and get something that's like B16 Pacific or something that's a different style header that hugs this one hugs the oil pan pretty good. There's a little gap there, but it has the extra pipes on the bottom here that hang low, so it's scraping on here also. You can see, bend it up a little bit, it's scraped up. So hopefully we can get it bent up a little bit, and I mean, it probably won't solve this problem of it hitting here, but at least it will solve it from hitting back there where it was really scratching on everything. So let's get that fixed. All right, so it's still cooling down, so I don't want to touch it, but you can really see how close it got now. So it was way off before, so now it's almost lined up, and I'll be able to move the cap back here. See, I can move this around, so I can line it up a little bit, put it up, and then we can cut the test pipe and get that welded up to it. Want that up. So that's slid on there now. You guys can see that, and you see how far we are. So what I need to do is try to line this up about where I think it's going to be, and I need to mark this where this O2 is. I'm going to just try to notch it out to start out, and see if that works. If I can just notch it, and then I can slide it on there, I can just weld around it. That might work. Mark this rough area around here. Mark this rough area. All right, we got our area marked there. Let's go ahead and get this cut. All right, so I got it set up on the vise. I'm going to attempt to drill a hole right in the center where we made our marks, and I scratched the mark lines in so the Sharpie wouldn't wipe off. It was really, really sooty down there. See if that does anything. Not the right type of punch. All right, we got through it. Let's open it up a little bit. Can you guys still see what I'm doing? Yeah, you guys still see. Cool. Open it up a little bit here. Safety glasses on. All right, just like that, we got the hole. Then we're gonna come back this one, but we're gonna take this flap disc off of here. If you guys have this Milwaukee grinder, Don't get frustrated when you take it off. It's real easy. Unscrew it, and then it locks again. You can't take it off, right? You have to break it loose it one more time, and then it ejects the actual tool out of it. So putting it back on, same thing. All right, so now that's on there. This hole that we drilled right here. Make sure you guys see it. All right, we're gonna just take this and I'm gonna slice on both sides of it, and then it will be an open hole for the O2 bung to go through. Got the hole drilled, so just a hair wider on both sides will take a little bit off. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, that looks like it got wide enough. Let's check it out. Maybe a little tight squeeze now. Got it. Okay, so that part is going to work. That looks, no, we got to grind it a little bit more. Take down these edges, open it up a little bit more, and it will go in there. But I think I'm going to have to cut some of this off too because it's maxing out right here. So let's go ahead and take some of that off of this pipe. See, how can I put this? That can stay like that. I'm sure I'll be able to get my blade in there. We'll find out. Let's see. This light still works? It's not that down. Yeah, I should be able to just keep my blade rested up against this. I should be able to cut straight across. Okay, that's getting there. Switch back to the die grinder here. All right, that should slide on there pretty easy now. Let's see. Oh yeah, just like that. So we'll see. That's going to be short enough to fit. But boom, that's what we got right now. So we can just weld these edges and it'll be good to go. Let's test fit it. All right, so if you can see that, we eyeballed it pretty dang good. Yep, like I said, we have some wiggle room there. Boom, look at that. So I'm happy with that. So we can go ahead and clean this metal up and weld this in place. And then we'll be good to bolt it back up, and our exhaust should be a lot higher than it was. I should have measured it before, but it's all good. All right, let's get to it. Comes right out, no forcing it. All right, so we got to get this cleaned up before we weld on it, because all that nasty soot in there is going to burn. So we'll get some water in here. I got the scuff pad, and also, you already know, our favorite cleaner, which I'm running out of. I got to get some more. Some super clean, which depending on where you buy it, there's a huge price difference. Some places I've seen it, this whole bottle right here, for like $11, and other places I've seen it for like $27. So be careful where you guys buy this stuff. Throw some in there. A little bit of water. I don't want to dilute it too much. All right, that should be good. I'm gonna scrub it over here so I can dump this nasty ass water out. But and I can clean my hands off with this super clean also. See that? It's coming right off. Look at that. It's like magic. Hand wash too. It makes your hands dry as hell though. Only bad thing. So let's get these cleaned up, and then we'll start grinding it down smooth, and we'll try to weld it. All right, so now that we got these all super clean, you can see it looks great. We got the soot off right where we're going to be welding on both sides there. Everything's nice and clean. Bring it back into the garage, and we're going to grind the edges nice and clean, get some fresh metal on there, and we're going to attempt to weld. Oh, just tripped on my cable. Damn it. But we're going to attempt to weld with a flux core welder, guys. So it's gonna be my first time with a flux core welder. It shouldn't be very hard because we're not mating the two pieces up to each other, like, you know, like this, to where you'll be able to like blow a hole through it. You know, it's gonna slide in there, so we can just weld around the seam. So it shouldn't be bad at all. So let's see if you guys can see. So that's what we're looking for, just a little brown mark on the edge there, so it's nice and clean, because that's where we're going to be putting the weld, right there on that edge. So we got that one clean. Now on this next one, the weld edge is going to be up around here, so like the halfway point. So we're just going to grind everything between here and the halfway point. Oh, can you guys even see? Okay. So we're going to grind everything between here and the halfway point down. So it will all be ground down. So when this goes on, we can just weld this nice. All right. So we have it ground down all the way around. It's nice and clean now. So we're going to give the welder a fighting chance here, guys. It's definitely going to have a good chance. We can even clean this with like some acetone just to even make it that much better, some alcohol, whatever. But that's what we got so far. So we should be able to just slide these together. But let's give it a fighting chance, man. Where's the alcohol at? I know I got it around here somewhere. Rubbing alcohol. Go. Get a rag for that. A little bit of rubbing oil here. This around on the metal. That's a clean pipe right there. This one clean. All right, so these are ready to weld now, guys. So we'll slip those together. All right, this is down as far as it wants to go. We're gonna roll with that. All right, so this little welding setup we got up right now. Got this little Arc Captain flux core welder. It comes with everything you need. It was like, I don't know, I think I got on discount for like 120 or something. But it's a MIG flux core, and we're gonna attempt to weld this together. It's the first time ever gonna pull the trigger on this thing and see what happens. So we try to set you guys up, and we'll get to welding. Guys, so for the first time using this thing, it's welding actually pretty good. I didn't change any of this. I haven't even touched the settings. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even look to see if it had settings. I just plugged it in. Whatever it's on right now, it's welding good. Like, that's actually impressive. I did not think for like $120 it was going to do this. Like, that's penetrated good. I mean, it has some splatter there, but that doesn't look bad, guys. And I'm not a professional welder, so I just weld randomly at my job whenever we need to, but that doesn't look too bad. So let's go ahead and finish this up, and we'll test fit on the car. All right, guys, so round off of there. So I fully welded it up. Don't judge me too bad. It's my first time using this style welder, which is flux core. I think it's gonna work. So we'll grind this down and see if there's any pinholes. We can try to patch them up. Yeah, but not too bad. All right, so after welding it and grinding it up, this is what it looks like. Looks like it penetrated pretty good for whatever setting it's on right now. This looks like it has a hole, but there's no, I put my flashlight on the inside. I didn't see any light coming through. So it must just be a buildup of weld on each side, but I will go ahead and just weld over that a little bit. And then around the O2 bung here, you can see if it will focus in there. Kind of just want to complete the weld around there. I don't have to, it's already sealed up, but I might as well just try to make it nicer. And plus I want to play with my new toy, you know, just got it. Might as well work with it a little bit longer. This was way too easy. So let's keep playing with it. Okay, so we just finished up. Let's get this jack out of here. Let's get the light out. I'll show you guys what we got. So everything lined up perfect, guys. Just for eyeballing it, I'm really happy with that. And let me get this flash on here. But it's a lot straighter angle now. Got our new welded pipe on. Everything lined up perfect, man. That's great. I didn't measure it or anything. I just eyeballed it, man. So it worked great. It's tucked up pretty good. I wish it would go up a little bit higher, but that's as high as we can get it for now. But I do want to turn on the car and test it for leaks, but right now I'm dirty, man. I do not want to get in my red seats and get my seats all dirty, and plus I've been laying on the ground. So I'm gonna get cleaned up, and then we'll probably drop the car down, or I'll keep it up, turn it on, make sure there's no leaks. There shouldn't be. And then maybe we'll go around, take it for a little drive around the neighborhood. All right, so I'm all cleaned up now. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on and see if we have any leaks. I'll put you guys right under here. You guys let me know if you guys hear anything leaking. So it looks like we got one little pinhole right there. Tiny little pinhole. But I was gonna go for a little drive, but I just got blocked in, so I'm just gonna lower the car down and probably just clean it up, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.